Oh, hi, Matt.
Oh, hey, Lily.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. You're next head of school. It'd be great if we got to know you.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to you. That's great.
Great. What was your high school like?
Gosh, I went to a really big public high school in Maryland. It had a few thousand students, and there were about 35 kids in each classroom. And I'd gone to school with the kids, a lot of them from elementary school. So surprisingly, I knew a lot of people in such a big high school. And I played soccer and basketball, and that was a big part of my high school experience.
What was your favorite subject in high school?
History, definitely. I had some incredible history teachers, and they loved to use story as a vehicle to get us excited about history. And I used to always marvel at all these little tidbits that they would share, which made me even more interested in learning more about history.
Oh, great. What are some of your hobbies?
So my wife and I love to watch Netflix shows and take our dog Avi for long walks and just spend time with him. And we have two college-age kids, so obviously when they're home, it's even better when they can join us for those walks. And we love to play card games and board games as a family, so that's fun when our kids are home.
What's your favorite movie?
The best one I saw recently was Don't Look Up, which actually I do need to look up right now as I'm walking upstairs. But I just love it. It was a really powerful commentary on climate change and raised so many interesting questions and got me thinking in new ways.
What do you like to do in the Bay Area?
I love to go on hikes and explore the beaches of the Bay Area. When we lived here before, our favorite beach was Levinson Beach, which we used to go to with our kids, and we can't wait to bring our dog Avi to introduce him to Levinson.
Oh, okay. What's your favorite food?
Food, I love chicken curry. My wife is Sri Lankan, and she makes the most incredible chicken curry, and my kids love it too, and it's always a way for us to come together as a family.
What inspired you to get into education?
Both my parents. My mom was an art teacher, and my dad was a law professor for years, and our household was just filled with books and learning and ideas and questions, and they really taught me and my sister how to love to learn and want to learn more throughout our lives, and I wanted to bring that to students myself when I became a teacher.
How was your experience as a history teacher?
It was great. I loved teaching history. I think for me, inspired by some of the teachers I had was, finding stories in history, and I had a great mentor who told me that if I wanted to be a good history teacher, I needed to read a lot of history, and I always took that to heart and always tried to discover new anecdotes and stories to bring in the classroom. And then also, what I love about history is that you can complicate thinking in the classroom, and that was another mentor of mine said that, your job as a history teacher is to complicate the thinking of your students. So I loved just pushing different points of view in the classroom to get people to think in new ways, which was really fun.
What brought you to UHS?
I was, just so inspired by the community commitment to belonging, which I think is so important for students, faculty, and staff, because without that, it's hard to do anything else. And the school is so intentional and thoughtful about that with the mentor program. And then also the chance to work with this incredible faculty who, are so dedicated to their craft, and the school has such a strong commitment to supporting the professional development of teachers. And for me, I was a classroom teacher for 14 years, so that informs everything about how I think about being a leader of a school and really want to be able to enable students and teachers to be their best.
What are the biggest changes you've seen in education?
Well, the last 2 years with the pandemic have been the biggest changes that I've seen, and it's been incredibly inspiring to see how teachers have adapted and brought new creative ways to engage students, and also the way students have shown this incredible strength and resilience to continue learning despite all the odds. And I think one of the things that I realize in communities that we've missed are these moments of collective effervescence, which is something that Adam Grant had talked about in an article that he wrote, these moments to come together and enjoy. And I had a chance to see that last night at the girls' basketball game. There was just this incredible energy in the gym. It was an exciting game, back and forth. Unfortunately, UHS lost by just a couple points, but the fans were cheering really loudly, and there was a lot of drama in the game. And those moments I think we've missed in the pandemic, and we have to keep trying to find ways to have those moments together in community.
There are a lot of recent changes going on at UHS. How do you feel about the new campus in California Street?
I think it's going to be incredible, and I think the timing of it in 2025, aligns with the 50th anniversary of the school, and sort of that thinking about the first 50 years for UHS and the second 50 years. And I think one of the things so many things about that project that are incredible. When I did a first tour of the school, and I noticed that the science labs were down underneath, the building, but the California Institute project brings them elevated so that they're visible and transparent, and I think that'll have a really powerful way to transform the student experience, particularly in the sciences. And then, of course, having a larger gym where the whole community can come together, and then breakout spaces for students to gather in community, I think is an incredibly inspiring part of the project as well.
Have you had the opportunity to step into any classrooms?
Yeah, I was in a Spanish and a math classroom yesterday, and it was great to see the energy in the classrooms, and the teachers were inspiring the students, and there were ideas popping back and forth in the classroom, and it was just great to see that kind of energy in the classroom at UHS.
How do you want students to get to know you?
Well, I really want them to see me, in their lives, visiting classrooms, being at their games. One of the things that I will want to do is get out and maybe join some practices with teams. I have been in school plays in the past. I'm not a very good actor, but I like having cameo roles, which is fun, so that might be a way for me to get to know them. But I really can't wait to get to know all the students, faculty, and staff in this community. It's going to be really fun.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Lily. That was great. Thanks for taking time out of your day.
Great. Hope to see you later.
Okay, bye.